Hello, it's Miss Marie again with another tutorial for you today. I'm going to be doing a Kawaii strawberry in a chocolate blanket with a couple tiny bonus strawberries at the end. I decided to do a couple different strawberry pieces just so you can see how versatile this tutorial is. So without further ado, let's jump right into it with tools and such, and I hope to see all of you on my Instagram and my Poly Clay Amino app, and yeah, so let's get started. So for the tools I'm going to be using today, I used a rolling pin, a toothbrush, a couple blending tools, some ball tools, a couple pointy tools, and a small leaf cutter. I also used a deep red, a chocolate brown, a green, and black clay. I also used a kind of like a blush type of clay, but I mean that's optional. Also optional is liquid clay for the chocolate, just because liquid clay is expensive. Clay or craft sprinkles, anything that you can put in the oven is fine. Eye pins if you're going to be using, if you're going to be making these into a charm at all. And glass bottle. I used a glass bottle myself for the smaller strawberries, just because they look cuter. Okay, so first you want to start out by taking a big chunk of your red clay and roll it into a teardrop shape. I'm going to be saying teardrop shape a lot because there's a lot of teardrop shapes in strawberries and I can't really help that. I made this into kind of a figure type of thing, so I flattened the bottom a little bit so it wouldn't roll away. And then I took one of my more pointy silicone tools and I made tiny teardrop shape indents in the strawberry for where the seeds go. You can also add tiny seeds if you wanted to. I just wanted this to be kind of simplified for you so it's a little easier. And I'm going to pick up my green clay and I'm going to roll it out as thinly as I possibly can. This is going to be for the leaves on the top. And then I had a leaf cutter or a teardrop shaped cutter. If you don't have one, you can just kind of freehand this. Otherwise, cut out maybe about 6 or 8 little leaves and then texture them however you want. I used a lot of my ball tools and silicone tip tools. Also at this point I decided to put little arms on my strawberry to hold his chocolate blanket up. So I rolled out 2 teardrop shapes again, really small, and I flattened them out on my desktop. And then I kind of put them on the front of my strawberry and I made it so the hands were pointing upwards because I'm going to fold them down over the chocolate once I put the chocolate on. So I placed them on my strawberry and then smoothed it out with my blender tool. And now I'm rolling out the chocolate. The chocolate needs to be kind of thick because, I mean, who wants the thin chocolate on your chocolate covered strawberry? So I rolled out kind of like a circular shape, a rough circle shape, and then I cut out a triangle on the bottom so it would be easier to wrap the clay around the strawberry. And then I just kind of ripped off the excess freehand and I made sure that the seam was on the back of the strawberry so you wouldn't see it if you were looking at the front of it. And I smoothed it out as best as I could, but I mean, no one's perfect. There were a couple bumps there. I'll admit there were a couple bumps in the back, but they were in the back, so that's good. And then at this point, you want to just fold his little arms over the chocolate. I optionally, you could maybe have him holding a little heart sprinkle or a little love letter. The possibilities are endless. And I made little thumbs, but you don't have to do that. I just thought it looked cute. And now we're going to put the leaves on the top. The leaves are really thin and fragile, so I waited until I was done with the bigger things to put on the tiny leaves so they wouldn't get smushed. Some of them did get smushed anyways, but oh well. So when you place them on, kind of like overlap them a little bit. It helps if you look at an actual picture of an actual strawberry to see how the leaves lay and how they look. Then you can get the texturing and such right. And now I'm going to put a little face on my little strawberry guy. I just used a ball tool and poked a couple holes for eyes, and then I filled those holes with black until I was satisfied with the look of it. And now at this point I'm rolling out a tiny mouth for him. A little smiley mouth. I got my clay pretty small here. So small that it didn't really show. I would suggest maybe making the smile a little beefier. And now I'm just rolling a couple evenly sized little pink circles and kind of rolling them out into a small oval shape and putting them right under each eye. And that's the strawberry. Well, the Kawaii strawberry anyway. Next up, I'm going to start on the smaller strawberries. I'm sorry for the light change here. It's the difference between light and dark in my office. So with the smaller strawberries, it was kind of harder to make those tiny indents. So what I ended up using was the back of my X-Acto blade, and I just made teeny tiny incisions. Also with this one, I mixed a little liquid Sculpey or TLS with some white to use as the chocolate. I used white here instead of brown because I haven't quite gotten the hang of mixing the darker browns with the TLS, because TLS makes it a lot lighter than the actual color of the clay. And I wanted a deep dark chocolate if I was going to go dark with it. So I went light instead, and I put colorful sprinkles on it that I made earlier that day. And if you would like a sprinkle tutorial, let me know, because they are super easy and I would love to show you. Now I just put mine on the end of a little eye pin just to make it easier to kind of roll in the chocolate. And it also made it a lot easier to put on my tray at the end of it and put sprinkles on it too. Now after this one, I made a bunch about half that size so I could put them in a little bottle. And here they are all made, all cooked and made. There's the Kawaii strawberry, so cute. And next is my bottle of tiny strawberries. I also added kind of little marshmallows and little chocolate chips that I had. And there's my liquid Sculpey version of strawberry. And there you have it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Poly Amino, and I will see you next time. Stay crafty!